Hey, good morning, all you fellow Hebrews. This is your boy, Yah's Chosen One. Using this new camera today, my tablet is absolutely shot, so it may be a little shaky, but I'm going to try to get it in for you. We in the great book of Deuteronomy. We're on chapter 6. We're just going to get right to it. Now, these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which AHAYAH, your power, commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it, that thou mightest fear AHAYAH your power, to keep all his statutes and his commandments which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. And that's the way that you prolong your life, is you try to keep the statutes and commandments to the best of your ability and obey your mother and father. Hear therefore, O Yasha'al, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as AHAYAH your power of thy fathers have promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Hear, O Yasha'al, our power, AHAYAH, our power is one power. It's only one power. So again, that's a good verse right there. He's only one power. All this Trinity stuff, I don't know about all that, man. I don't know. So far, I haven't seen anything about Trinity in this Bible. And thou shalt love AHAYAH your power with all thine heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. So when you get down and pray, everything that you do in life, thank the Most High for it. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. When you wake up in the morning, like I'm doing right now, talk about read your Bible. Understand it. And everything that you do in life, always give him praise for it, because nothing is controlled by him. Even Satan doesn't have any power unless given to him by AHAYAH. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gates. And it shall be, when AHAYAH your power shall have brought thee into the land which he sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not. Which thou buildest not. He's just going to give it to us, and that's the way it is. And houses full of all good things, which thou fillest not, and wells dig, which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees, which thou plantest not, when thou shalt have eaten and be full. And it's just the way that we came up here to America is going to be the exact opposite. See, when we came here to America, we had to plant the vineyards, we had to build the houses, but we was never allowed to actually stay in the houses. We wasn't allowed to drink the wine. In this case, the Most High is going to change it up again, and we'll be allowed to do that because he loves us. And right now, we're just going through things because we're being obedient. Then beware lest thou forget AHAYAH, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Thou shalt fear or revere your AHAYAH your power, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. A lot of people in Yashar call him Yah or AHAYAH, like I do. I'm not the one to get into arguments with it. We're still learning, so I'm not going to put anybody down for at least they're trying to learn. At least they are in the truth. Ye should not go after other gods, and of the gods of the people which are round about you. And you can see in his Bible throughout, he reiterates, stop chasing gods. Stop following Buddhism. Stop following Allah. Stop following Egyptology, Anubis, and Horus, and stop following all that dumb stuff. It's clearly put to you right here. and they will be round about you. So there's no escaping them. They're about you. They're round about you every day. But as you read this Bible, you can see that he only wants to be represented by himself. For AHAYAH, your power is a jealous power among you. See that? Everybody just say, oh, God is love, God is love. Man, look, he has the same, he built you in his image. You have the same characteristics as you. So don't believe all that, the lies they tell you, that he's all love. No, he chastises, he's wrathful. He does a lot of stuff. Lest the anger, see that? Anger of AHAYAH, your power, be kindled against thee and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. You see that? And he's done it before. He did the whole earth one time. Even though we his people, he did the whole earth one time. Because his anger was kindled. People didn't want to act right, so he just had to destroy his creation because they didn't want to act right. And that's where you get the kindle fire, sometimes you got to pay attention to some of the words in the Bible. That's where they get a lot of their words from when they're creating products and stuff. Ye shall not tempt AHAYAH, your power, and she tempted him in Masha. You shall deal, and I think during Masha, what were they doing? Let me see. It said Exodus 17:2. I think that's where they was going after. They was mumbling and grumbling because they didn't have nothing to eat or something like that. Let me make sure. Wherefore the people did chide with Moshe and said, yeah, they didn't have water to drink, and they started complaining. And Moshe had to tip the rock to make the water come out. You shall diligently keep the commandments of AHAYAH, your power, and his testimonies and his statutes, which he hath commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of AHAYAH, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest go in and possess the good land which AHAYAH sware unto thy fathers, to cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as AHAYAH hath spoken. And when thy son asketh thee in time to come, saying, what mean the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which AHAYAH, our power, have commanded you? Like when new kids, when you're raising kids these days, they're raised in a church, in the Israelite community. You was probably raised, being a Baptist, or some people even Catholic or Methodist or something like that. Now that we're starting to awaken, we need to not do as those pastors that say, oh, the law's done away with and all that stuff. No, that's crap. The Most High wants you to teach the young ones coming up, so when they ask, you'll be prepared. You'll have knowledge and you understand, what the Most High expects of you. Then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Cush, or in Mitzrayim. I'm sorry, in Mitzrayim. So this is, remember that remember that Exodus out of Egypt, man. We were bondmen again, and just like we were bondmen now in United States, in the four corners, wherever we got moved to, so we're waking up. And AHAYAH brought us out of Mitzrayim, or Egypt, with a mighty hand. And AHAYAH showed signs and wonders, great and sore, upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household before our eyes. And he brought us out from thence, that he might bring us in, to give us the land which he sware unto our fathers. And AHAYAH commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear AHAYAH, our power, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness, if we observe to do all these commandments before AHAYAH, our power, as he hath commanded us. So, Deuteronomy chapter 6 in a nutshell is to obey the law, obey AHAYAH, teach our little kids, teach our youth about AHAYAH, so we can grow up strong as a nation and stop doing the things that the Gentiles do, and and to remember your history. You know, that is the important thing, is to remember your history. You know, the Most High is saying, don't forget. Always remember your history. All right, it's your boy, Y'all's Chosen. I'll get with you on chapter 7 on the next one. Shalom.